what's going on the soundboard.
I love distortion.
I love distortion.
Say it like a German. I love distortion.
I love distortion. Austria.
Turn the distortion up.
Turn it.
Get down with the distortion.
Get in the distortion chopper.
Oh, we're rolling?
We're rolling. Ladies and
Nice.
gentlemen, welcome to Rotator, the pedal party.
I'm Cogan.
And I'm Chance.
And I'm playing a 2009
9.
Les Paul Traditional with 57 classics.
And I am playing I'm trying to read the year. Oh, it doesn't say it on this one.
Yeah, the Gibson dating doesn't make sense to me.
No, I'm playing a...
Somebody can correct me.
Yeah. So this is a 2000 and something.
Probably early 2000s.
Yeah, SG Special. It had humbuckers, and I put some Seymour Duncan Fat Cat humbucker-sized P90s in it. So, Cogan, why don't you give me a little bit of that clean sound on the Les Paul for reference?
All right.
Well, that sure does sound meaty going through that 64 Fender Bandmaster and the Marshall 212 mic'd up with a Shure SM57.
Why, yes it does, Chance.
We keep saying the same things. This is how it's mic'd. This is the amp. This is how it's mic'd. This is the amp. All right. Now, my SG for a reference. Not nearly as hefty, but what are you going to do?
Right there in the middle.
Right there in the middle.
Humbuggies and single coils. We might have to do a duet on that one at the end of this. I feel like you're actually going to be able to nail that sound with this pedal that we're
absolutely.
talking about today.
So, Cogan, why don't you tell us about the pedal that we're going to get into?
So this is the Barber Electronics Gain Changer. This came out at some point in time. And
Before today.
I believe it's still in production. This is a great pedal. It combines the Barber Unlimited Distortion and the Barber LTD Overdrive. So you essentially have an overdrive and a distortion in one box. Also, you've got a gain knob, a tone knob, and a volume knob. There's a little switch on the top right that goes between distortion and overdrive, and then there's a switch on the top left that has 3 different tone settings. The far right, if I remember, is the LTD V2, which is like the fat switch, I believe. The middle position is flat, so far right, fat, middle, flat, and the far left is flat fat, and it's both.
Cool. Well,
we'll see if that's right. I bet we'll be able to tell.
Yeah, I'm sure. We're more about street smarts on this podcast than book smarts.
That's right.
When it comes to
we're
going to
make it sound good.
I'm going to turn them down and get a huge sound. But for the frame of reference, let's do what we always do. Let's stick everything on noon. And as far as the switches go, should we start with the overdrive side of this thing?
So we'll be on the overdrive on the flat setting, which is the middle position, and everything's at noon.
Great. Here's the SG with P90s. All right, so there's a little bit of grit from the amp. Mm-hmm. Why don't you turn on that? I'm not opposed to that.
I like that, actually. Nice medium level overdrive.
Right. It's not super in your face.
The tones at noon, you've got plenty of treble to go up or down to cut.
Just to confirm something, I just want to hit it clean right quick. Out of tune.
There it is.
And then on again. Okay, I'm glad I did that because I was wrong. At first, I thought that it was cutting some of the low end out, and it might be like a tiny bit, but it still maintains a lot of thickness.
So let's see if we go over to the fat setting, what happens.
Just let me tune right quick if that's all right, and I'll splice this back in. See, here's the thing, y'all. is
any stringed instrument.
any stringed instrument will go out of tune.
It will.
Back off. Okay. And we're back for the tune break. What side is this on now?
So now this is overdrive, everything at noon, but this is on the fat setting, which is the far right.
Okay.
I definitely had those backwards.
Yeah, that is not fat.
So this is
as fat.
far right is flat.
Now flip it over. Oh, there it is.
That's fat.
Yeah. Why'd you hit it all the way to the left and see what that is like? I think I prefer the fat
Yeah, I think so too.
setting.
I think I'm gonna. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's right in the middle.
Yeah, it's got some meat on it.
I like that.
So let's just do the same setting. We're going to flip over to the Les Paul.
Yeah,
That's clean tone.
clean.
Ooh, yeah.
How about a big old E chord?
Oh, man, yes.
Well, that thing sings.
Yeah.
I like that. What about on the neck? Let's see if it's still heavier. I don't like it as much.
Yeah, it's a little bit more like wobbly.
I like it
there
on the
in
bridge
neck.
though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wonderful.
Man, I guess we should go through all the overdrive sounds because I'm just itching
To get to the distortion.
side.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and just bust it. So let's why don't we try sticking the gain about 3 o'clock and maybe rolling the tone back a little bit.
So we'll go volume, noon, middle position on the top left, switch, which is the fat setting.
Yeah, I think we probably just leave it on fat.
Yeah,
You know, from
we're just going to leave it on fat.
here on.
Gain at 3, tone 11-ish, 10. See where we're at.
Hit it.
Oh, yeah, it's on my guitar.
Yeah, it's on you.
There's a clean.
Those over that richness, man.
Oh.
I can hear that, or I can feel that, like
It's cooking.
in the floor. Yeah.
Let's go neck. Woo-wee.
Man, I probably got groceries like falling off my pantry.
Yeah. Ooh-wee.
Love that, man. Here, let
I
me
like
try
that.
the same setting.
Yeah,
with
let's
this,
hear it on the SG.
SG. Hit it. I really like that a lot.
That overdrive sounds a lot better than I thought it was going to sound.
Yeah, well, it's just that the distortion
I've
side
mostly
is so fun,
used
you
the
know?
distortion.
Yeah, let me try just
But I
a little.
love that overdrive.
Oh yeah, let me try just like a little bit of notey stuff to see how that kind of. Oh gosh, I can't play guitar.
Hello. It's fat.
It really is fat.
Like even at the up on the neck, the higher register, like it is feels very full. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I say let's see what kind of sound we get real quick with the gain backed off, the volume up.
More
Kinda
like boosty.
Push the front end.
Yeah, let's try it. Not bad sound.
I'm digging that. That's volume about 3-ish, tone about 9-ish, gain about 9-ish.
Yeah. Let's do the same thing with the Les Paul.
Clean. That sounds pretty good.
Yep. Woo, man.
Is it the amp or is it the pedal?
I don't know, man.
I think it's both.
I don't like that sound though. I
like
really
it.
do.
It feels natural, it feels almost saggy to me.
Right? Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're getting that natural tube saturation.
Yeah. Why don't you just to say we did it? Everything, all the way. Here, yes. Start fully dimed, and then maybe roll the tone back for me a little bit. You never know what's going to happen with that tone blasted. There's a lot of bottom on that.
It's fat.
It really is fat. Something that grinds my gears is when there's a fat switch and it doesn't
make it fat.
It just doesn't make it fat.
I want
what makes you fat is gravy.
Absolutely.
And this pedal's got some gravy.
It got some gravy on it. Extra gravy.
Extra gravy.
So we basically ended up with the tone at 0.
Oh, really?
The tone off. Yeah, right there.
Here, hit it with the Les Paul with that same thing. Rock and roll, man.
I pulled your hair back.
Yeah.
I think it's time.
I think it's time we switch that switch.
Now that we've dimed it on the overdrive channel, let's switch it over to the distortion channel.
Let's go full noon on the knobs. Start from there. Flip that switch over into the distortion side. See what kind of mayhem we get.
Now, I will say I believe the tone switch, the fat flat and fat flat, I do believe it also works on the distortion channel,
really?
as far as I know, yeah.
Wow, well, let's test it out.
Okay, so here's some clean.
And just right quick, we know that that's not crystal clean.
Okay, yeah.
We know that.
Excuse me.
But we like a little bit of breakup on the amp, just let it breathe.
Yeah.
You know?
I want the amp to sound like the amp.
Yep. There you go.
Woo!
Man. Can you let me see that for 1 second?
That's distortion. It's time. This is the part of the show we call Drop It to D.
Hit it. Not quite.
Come on now.
That's pretty hefty right there.
Yeah, I like it. Should I drop?
Should
we both drop? It's
If
distortion
we're gonna
segment.
do it, it is a distortion pedal. Yeah, that D's got a little bit of a buzz in it. It's kind of odd. Oh! Can I see the tuner for 1 second?
Yeah.
Because I just want to make sure that I'm
Properly dropped.
that I've dropped proper. Because I think it's time. I think it's time for why don't you hit the pedal for me.
Let's hear the neck.
I get so used to playing that Les Paul that I'm reaching for a spot on the SG that just does not exist.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's time to see what this thing can do.
oh, full bore.
I mean, that's everything at noon, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, give me some. Give me the juice.
I'm gonna go gain all the way.
Yep.
Tone 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Volume
Yeah.
noon.
Yep.
Let's see where we're at.
I forgot the riff there for a second. You know, I feel like it's getting a little mushy.
Uh-huh.
You know, there's
Yeah,
not as
totally
much of
hearing
that
that.
like definition, but it really just makes me want to play that huge drop tuned like D chord.
Yeah, I think at noon it feels totally usable in
Yeah.
any kind of like pop rock
Yeah.
application. Let's
Yeah.
see what happens when we dial it down to what is that? 9 o'clock
On the
on the
gain?
gain.
Sure.
Bring the treble back up to noon.
Nope. I don't know the riff and drop D. Let's see if it'll. Oh, hey.
Wow, that cleans up great.
That's pretty cool.
I like that.
I want to hear the Les Paul, though, with the full gain.
Oh, with the full gain?
Yeah, just kind of see what that does.
So we'll go back to gain, dimed, tone, 9 o'clock, volume, noon, distortion.
Whoa. Doom.
The neck pickup, that was so much low end.
Man, that's gloomy right there.
Yeah, that's wild.
Clearly, there's a lot of sustain.
A lot of sustain there.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to standard here.
Yeah.
See what we're working with.
Do it.
I like that.
Yep.
I feel like, let's go. I'm going to turn the gain down just a smidge.
Okay. So do that, and then play a bit, and then why don't you flip the switch back to overdrive and just see kind of how they compare at that stage.
So let's go volume, 2 o'clock, tone, 11, gain, 9-ish. See where we're at here.
Man, I love that flogging Molly.
Interesting. So it basically just takes all the hair out of it.
Yeah.
I feel like that switch is a comb, essentially. So you take...
Just like tames that hair.
Yeah. This, first thing in the morning, you wake up. This is what it sounds like. Take a shower, eat some breakfast, put some deodorant on, and then you end up with this. I really like the overdrive side of it.
Yeah. When I was kind of playing around with it on my own, I mean, I think I did what a lot of guitar players might tend to do and just go to the distortion side and just, live in that just girth of saturation.
Absolutely.
But I personally feel like it's much more usable and musical in the drive setting.
Yeah. I had one on my board for a long time. I think it was actually this exact one.
Oh, really?
Probably.
This is on loan from Spencer Powers, by the way. Thank you, Spencer.
Shout out.
Shout out to Spencer.
LOL. ROFL. My boy. I mostly used the distortion side.
Mm-hmm.
But now I wish I could go back in time and maybe sometimes use the overdrive side because it sounds really nice.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Yeah. So I've strapped on a bass here. And again, so this is a 2000 something. Not really sure what the year is exactly, but It is a 2000-something Fender American Standard jazz bass. Everything is stock. And we're going to be running that through the same amp, same mic situation, the old Bandmaster. Is this a traditional bass amp? No. Does it sound great? Let's find out. Interesting. Is that the drive side?
That is the drive side.
I can hear. I mean, it's not like it's not fuzzy, but you know, I definitely can hear kind of the. And I'm no genius about this stuff, but maybe where the frequencies are kind of like fizzling like a little bit.
Yeah, it sounds like
sure.
it. I could hear that.
I mean,
let's go everything at noon. That sound was volume 2 o'clock, tone 11 o'clock, gain at 9 o'clock.
noon all around.
I dig that.
Yep. Hit me with the distortion side for a little bit. Have you noticed that the more gain we put on something, the more obnoxious my bass playing gets?
I
think I just palm muted the.
I think you did. That's revolutionary.
I mean, it's fun.
It's starting to get into like some fuzz territory.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that was really bad.
That's tasty.
I'm gonna pretend that I played that Hendrix riff poorly to avoid some copyright laws, and not that I just don't.
Clean. Distortion. Ooh.
That is fun. What is that song? That's an Iron Maiden song. The bass is totally clean on the track, but it just makes me want to play that like sound. Really aggressive, a lot of picking.
So that sound is volume at noon, tone off, and gain at noon. Still on the fat switch.
Yeah.
Let's see what the flat sounds like.
Yeah, let's just see what's going on here. Flat? Or is this both? Fat? I don't hear as much of a difference, I don't think, from the bass.
No, I don't either. Guitar, I could really tell.
Yeah.
In the low frequencies going from the flat to the fat.
Yeah, big difference.
Overall, it's a great pedal. I love it.
Yeah, I think if you're looking for, and especially if you're the kind of person who's gonna only run a few pedals and needs each pedal to cover a lot of ground.
Yeah, if you've got real estate issues on the board.
Yeah, I'd say that this is not a master of one thing type of pedal, but I think it decently does a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would say I really like the overdrive sound. I really like the distortion sound, and I think it could get you there.
Yeah,
in one small. It's not a double pedal. It's just 1 foot switch.
Yes, it's
with a toggle.
It's the regular small size of enclosure. Well, not the micro size enclosure, but the regular.
Yeah, just the good old Hammond
5190
dB, whatever that number is.
That enclosure. Yeah,
I can never remember.
All right, I think we've covered it.
Barber gain changer.
Yep. All right, folks. We will see you
Rotator
next time.